Hello bakers, this week I'm making Alison Roman's salted, I think it's chocolate chunk shortbread cookies, something like that. I think these might be her famous chocolate cookies. I'm not 100% certain though. Anyway, it's some unsalted butter into a bowl with some caster sugar, and some light brown sugar, and vanilla extract. I think she said the butter could be room temperature, especially if you're using a hand mixer, or cold if you're using a stand mixer. So I think I had a bit of a mix there. And then I've put that into the stand mixer and it will mix until light and fluffy. And I'm chopping up some dark chocolate here, just into little chunks. And that's all been kind of thoroughly mixed. It's unusual because usually with a cookie recipe you only lightly mix it. But this one was more like a cake until light and fluffy. So I'm adding some plain flour and salt, and then the chopped up dark chocolate chunks. And then just briefly mixing it together again, and then forming it meant to be. It's like a nice kind of sticky dough, I guess, like a proper cookie dough. And then be forming that into a log. I made half the amount, and which was especially easy for this recipe because there was no eggs or anything like that. So in the original recipe you form 2 logs, so I'm just doing the one, and then it goes into the fridge for a couple of hours. So this is actually the next day. I don't know if you can tell. That log is a bit shorter. I baked some last night, but it was too dark to film. So luckily I was going to be making more today. So it's had a good solid overnight rest in the fridge. And then it's getting brushed with beaten egg, and then rolled in, I want to say demerara sugar. I feel like I always say it wrong. Demerara. And that's meant to create this kind of almost caramel, crispy, crunchy, sweet little crust. And then slicing that into rounds. Ideally, I probably should have measured. She does say if you come across a chocolate chunk, just kind of keep sawing, and you can, if they crumble, which that last one crumbled, you can kind of basically just mush it back together, put it into a nice shape, which I did. And with any last fragments, I just kind of, dolloped on top and then completely mashed into pieces again. But I was like, that's going to be my cookie. I won't give that to anyone else. And then I take some flaky sea salt and just sprinkled on top, just for that nice kind of salty sweet difference. And then into the oven for about 15 minutes, I think it was. And here they are, fresh from the oven. I'm going to let them cool a bit. So as you can tell by the absolute carnage, I have already tucked in. I dropped some off to friends, and then I had a sneaky bite, and they are delicious. You get this kind of crisp, crunchy, sweet, almost like a hint of caramel crust around the outside, and then it's just like really nice thickness. It's flaky, there is a hint of chew, the saltiness on the top. Really good, really, really good. I can see why they became an internet hit. So yeah, really, really nice. I would recommend giving them a go. As you can see, my cutting wasn't ideal, but easy, delicious, and yeah, I'm definitely going to make them again. I hope you enjoyed this week, and I'll see you next time.